What's up, y'all?
Classic. It's Gauntlet time.
We're here. We got the Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet. It's ready to begin.
We are going to be running the Beast That Quits Defeat through the Gauntlet for the very first Gauntlet. It is a deck that we opened during the Worst of the Worst tournament, and it was not worst of the worst. It was maybe one of the better decks there, but it was randomly opened there, and we want to see more of it. So we want to see what it can do, and we're going to see what happens when we run up against our gladiators. Now, introducing the gladiators. Missing people getting thrown through barbed wire. That happens a lot, to be fair, in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
Introducing our gladiators. We got Corporal Barkus Rex Kingsley. You may know him from the winner of the Dakota tournament.
And also the very first March Madness tournament that we did.
Double champion. Two-time champion for tournaments, which is that's saying quite a lot. I mean, we put a lot of decks through the ringer here. So Barkus Rex is the classic rush deck, so that's the archetype we fit it into. Yeah.
K Vibius, the Wasteland Titaness, is a grunt buggy board. It creates a board and sits on it kind of deck. It's pretty resilient because you got some big dudes. It's got one exhume you can use strategically to get back the right creature at the right time, and it has ways to generate amber based off its big dudes like the Flex and using Prince Derek. AOA Grunt Buggy special right here. Sanctum Brobnar, sit on the board.
The challenger will need to have an answer for Big Amber. It'll need to have an answer for Big Board there.
Yep.
Then we have Sov Warn Vector Parmesan. It is the 3 Control the Weak / Double Battle Fleet / Epic Quest deck. So it's sort of combo-y control type situation. Yep. So it'll have to deal with 3 Control the Weaks.
Yep.
At the same time. So that's another type. So we're trying to cover as many vectors as possible with strategies that the challenger will have to deal with.
Yep. We've got Kontphage, the Lady General of the Keep, which is a Ganger Chieftain Drummerknot combo deck, in addition to having Martian Generosity. Now, there's no key abduction in this deck. However, I would put this deck squarely into the combo field because the Martian Generosity can generate a turn that is very difficult to deal with. And if you deal with the Mars, then the Brobnar can show back up with the Gangerknot combo and put a game away. Kontphage, fun deck. I have a strong attachment to this deck, and I think it feels the combo rolled nicely for our.
And Nathan took it quite far in the Glorious Few to the finals, right?
It lost to Dave. Yeah. And it's also the deck I won the Vault Tour with. So
very, very well positioned deck that has proven itself time and time again in the biggest of tournaments.
Funny enough, the deck with the lowest SAS of the 5.
Yeah, right. It's an AOA deck,
right? That
does stuff that's not super obvious, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we have CW Gasolina of the Three-Eyed Bazaar. So this is our Saurian. It's like good Saurian stuff and good Star Alliance stuff and good logo stuff all smashed together in one deck. So we want to see if the deck can deal with that efficiency from Saurian and Logos, or from Star Alliance and Logos, and then the board / things that Saurian does.
Yeah.
All together.
We wanted to make sure that we included every house at least once, and we didn't want to overload the gauntlet with any particular house. So, hey, Doxine, how's it going? So, catching up on the comments, but yeah. Hello, everybody. Yes, so we wanted a Worlds Collide deck. Now, the deck that won our Worlds Collide tournament doesn't have Saurian in it. A lot of the decks that actually did really well in our Worlds Collide tournament didn't actually have Saurians in them. Yeah. So, but we wanted to make sure that we included a Saurian Star Alliance good stuff deck. And Logos is really the lubricant that makes a deck like that kind of like do some silly stuff. So
especially in Worlds Collide.
Gasolina made a deep run. I think it was in the top 16 or so of our Worlds Collide tournament. So we felt like it's a good the way Justin and I actually formed this. We actually wrote down independently without consulting each other. We actually wrote down the decks that we wanted to be in the tournament, and then we compared the lists once we had them written down. So we chose basically our top 5 and then like some extra ones afterwards. Barkus Rex and Parmesan, I think, were chosen both of us just chose them just outright.
I think Conphage too.
Conphage was in there as well,
Yeah.
just because of how efficient this deck is, and how combo centered it is. Gasolina, I think, was our compromise.
It was in both our lists somewhere. It wasn't necessarily in our top cuts, but it was like it was there as the Saurian Star Alliance stuff deck.
There was another Saurian Star Alliance disc deck that I considered. I had also considered doing like a Star Alliance deck and then a Saurian deck, but I felt like that was eating up too much space in the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And
it was doing like the same thing. So.
Exactly. So I think this is a fairly reasonable compromise. These decks play differently, completely differently, and I think they represent a lot of the metagame that you will see at a Vault Tour style tournament.
So the way we're going to handle it is I'll always play Barkus. I'll always play Warren Vector. Nathan will always play Vibius. He'll always play Conphage. He's definitely better with Conphage than me. So there's no question about that. And then we'll random to see who plays Gasolina as the final game.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the deck that we're bringing to the first ever Gauntlet. I'll show you that. I'll bring a little window, and we'll examine it a little bit. So this is the Beast That Quits Defeat. It's doing a lot of really interesting stuff. The double first bullet is like probably the least exciting thing in the deck, just because it's sort of awkward, right? But it does have Drummernaut, Ganger Chieftain combo.
Yeah, it's got duplicates of one of those, right?
Yeah. It's double Drummernaut.
Yeah.
But the other giants in the deck are Flamewing Shaman, Foozle, and Groggins, which are great. It's got a Screech Bomb. So the Bromnar is, I would say, above average, or it's what you like to see in AOA Bromnar.
Right. We saw several decks when we did AOA get carried to the final cuts on the back of the Gangernaut combo on its own. And then the final cuts, that's where the Gangernaut combos got separation from the rest of the tournament. The good stuff in AOA became present. Or apparent, and Drummernaut Ganger combo wasn't enough to just win a deck outright. The game, you had to actually do some other stuff.
Keep in mind they can't see the table right now.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I brought them.
I'm actually laying out some cards to talk intelligently about it. So this deck actually has a lot of redundancy for the Gangernaut combo. You've got Glimmer and Double Regrowth. Which will allow you to get back pieces, so you can actually play your pieces more aggressively.
It seems like this deck will do very well against decks that can fight off the board and then combo off.
Yes. Yeah. Hilariously, cards like Fog Bank, I don't know if any of these decks include stuff that doesn't let you fight, but Fog Bank makes it so that the Drummernaut combo can go off if your opponent plays it, because you can't fight. Hilariously, if a deck was relying on this, I think Barkus may have.
It does have Fog, I believe.
Yeah, see. Barkus, I think it's got the Logos one. Fogify.
Yeah, Fogify.
So something like Fogify timed incorrectly will let the deck combo out.
I will say this deck's probably fine at fighting Logos off or Barkus off the board anyway, and it's only got 6 creatures or 10 creatures, so.
And I think honestly the Punctuated Equilibrium is one of the cards I'm most excited about.
It'll throw a lot of these decks off their game plan.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's difficult. We had several decks that had Punctuated Equilibrium in AOA, but none of them were good.
Right.
And then you've got the Shadows in this deck, which has got some disruption. And you got Treasure Map and Ronnie, which are pretty fast. You got Subtle Maul. You got Swindle. All cards you really need to time correctly. You also have Hidden Stash and Dusk Chronicles.
More of that stuff that's great for keeping the combo.
Exactly. Because that's one of the things with Conphage is the Dusk Chronicles let you set up your combo pieces. Even though you're not Logos, you get to pretend like you are sometimes. So.
All right, let's start it out.
Yep, we'll jump in.
So you'll do that first.
Sure.
I'll do Corporal Barkus Rex for the first game. Gladiators ready. Challenger ready. Nathan, start the bet.
Make the bets. Nathan's not ready.
So the stats are to be determined. I think the general consensus is probably crowdsourced most of it. Player Herp is working on a spreadsheet that is shared in our Discord, and y'all can fill it out as you like. I think the most important things are going to be amber generated, like amber stolen, amber destroyed, times threatened.
Because one of the things I wanted to see, I am getting some weird stuff with this here contest. Sorry. Keeps sending me back to one of those contests.
I made a channel for the Gauntlet discussion in Discord, so you guys can focus all the discussion there without having to worry about general chat.
Okay.
So at the very least, we're gonna get like a win-loss record against the Gauntlet too. But I think it'd be good to generate other types of stats, see just what happens and what we can extrapolate from the experience of the Gauntlet.
I don't even know what's happening.
It'll probably be like an evolving thing that we'll say, oh, this isn't quite working. We'll try this other thing.
Yeah, especially when it comes to stats. I don't know what's relevant, right?
Right.
I do think knowing that like Barcus Rex on average wins on like turn 7, like that's useful information. Do you have a deck? See, like if we play Barcus 6 times, an average turn that it wins on is like 7. If you have a deck that drags Barcus deeper into the game, that gives you an idea of how good it is against Rush, right? Yeah. One game isn't really enough, I think, to know, because I think you can always get a bad draw. You could something can always go wrong. So
that sounds pretty great, Well Wormhole. All right.
Data review streams. Yeah, it's just us poring over spreadsheets. Now, in cell G7, we see a 3.5. Barcus? Yeah, yes? Both people? I guess? I don't know.
I don't know how you got. I actually didn't spend a lot of time looking at the spreadsheet, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so we were trying to come up with
the spreadsheet czar.
Both at the same time. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
All right, 8.
9.
The Beast will go first.
We'll have to see if the Beast will quit in defeat, or if it quits defeat as in the very concept of defeat no longer applies to it.
Mulligan.
I think this is a keeper. Okay, we'll keep his hand.
I could see Garen combo being pretty good against Corporal. 5. Okay.
I wasn't planning on mulliganing for that combo. All right, I will go first. I will play. Duskwitch. Go ahead.
All right, I'll say Tamed. I will Common Cold and play Ancient Bear.
All right, I will say Shadows. I'm gonna play Hidden Stash and archive a card. I will play Whistling Darts. I am going to play Dusk Chronicles and archive. And then I will play Life. And it is your turn. I will draw 6.
I'll say shadows. I'll play skeletal key. Actually, I will play treasure map.
Nope.
I'll discard skeleton key, and that's it.
Okay, I am going to say Untamed. I am going to save the pack. I am going to play Flaxia. I am actually going to discard Darna because I don't want it to get Relentless Whispers. I will say check with 6. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
Okay. I will play shadows. I'll Relentless Whispers of Flaxia and play one last job. Yep.
All right, so I will forge. I will say shadows. Yeah. I will say shadows. I will treasure map. And then discard Bone Rod Venom.
Okay.
And it is your turn. I will draw.
Forge. I will shadows. I'll play Special Delivery and Naughty. Yeah, they beat Barkus the First Key. That's right. Yeah, this is way different than May Misfits. Yep.
It's completely different. I will say Brobnar and put my archives into my hand. I will play First Blood. I'm going to play Pile of Skulls. I'll play Bingo Bang Bang. I'll play Drummer Knots. I'll play Groggins. And it is your turn. I'll draw.
Okay, I'll say Untamed. I'll play Mighty Tiger, shoot the Drummer Knot for 4, Special Delivery it. Play Nature's Call to bounce Mighty Tiger, Bingle, and Groggins. I'll play the Tiger and shoot the Flaxia. So that is it.
This feels like a make or break turn against the deck. Got some tough choices. I have Swindle I could play. I think Swindle is good here. The reason being you've kind of bounced back and forth between Shadows and Untamed, which leads me to believe you're setting up a library access turn with the deck. If you have too much to protect, then Swindle is not great here. But I think that's the only card I'm really scared of here. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. I'll go for the Swindle.
Okay.
And then that's it. Alpha, Omega, it's your turn.
You had 7 cards there.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I don't go anywhere because of the Nature's Call.
All right, I will say Logos and Library Access. Play a Brain Eater, draw. Play Lab Work, draw. Play a Twin Bolt.
Oh, you get Archive.
Yeah. Twin Bolt, draw. Okay.
Shoot some guys.
Yep. Shoot my own guys and be done. Pretty bad Library Access turn.
Okay. I will Forge. Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Subtle Maul. I'll discard Bad Penny, and I will Whistling Darts. Okay. No, Naughty's got 1 on it. And I draw 2. Go ahead.
Done messed up, son.
Oh, I messed up?
Play Untamed. Play Vigor.
Oh, no!
And Vigor. I will reap. Or regrowth. Bear is literally the only creature in my discard pile. Play bear. Your turn.
Hmm.
The double vigor is it's extremely rare.
Yes. Usually vigor other people's creatures in the deck because you can use the special deliveries to get the 3 damage to vigor. I will say Shadows. I'm just going to Ronnie for 2, and then I am going to Subtle Maul.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good hit.
This card's too much protect. Okay.
That's a good hit. Okay. And go ahead. I will draw 1.
I'll Forge. I will say Shadows. All Relentless Whispers, Ronnie.
Yikes.
Steal 1 with Naughty. I'll play a Special Delivery. Play Moon Cursor. That's it.
Okay, I am going to save Brobnar. I'm going to play Groggins. I'm going to play Bingo Bang Bang. I'm going to play Gengar Chieftain, and I'll have Bingo Bang Bang attack the Brain Eater. You'll get the draw card, but importantly, I'll blow up the Naughty the Thief, the Moon Cursor. And since they die, I get to capture 2, so I'll capture 1 on the Groggins and 1 on the Gengar Chieftain. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Logos. Play Spectral Tumbler. Play Fogify. Play Strange Gizmo. Play Phase Shift. Play a Hidden Stash. Archive a card. Brain Eater will reap. I'll play Neutron Shark. I'll get the Gizmo and Palace Skulls. Then I will get Tunnler and Groggins. That's it.
Okay. And you have check with 8.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think there's anything this deck can do at this point. But we'll see. I am going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Glimmer. Glimmer is going to get back...
I don't think Beast has a Mimicry.
Flaxia, I guess. Sure, I'll get back Flaxia. I will Regrowth. For Darna. I will play Darna, Rustnar, Flaxia. Go to 6. I will then play Punctuated Equilibrium. So draw 6. you didn't play 3 creatures last turn, right?
No.
It would have been hilarious.
I played just Neutron Shark.
Yeah. If you had,
that would have been pretty fun. I guess it wouldn't stop me, though.
Yeah, it would have been pretty good. Life Web. Fogbank.
Jeez.
They're everywhere. But that's it.
Yeah.
I've got a Screech Bomb here, but not in play. I feel like that game was close.
It was close.
It was close.
That was definitely competitive.
This deck was not out of it. I never got the combo.
Yeah.
The Angernaut combo. So
I think it probably needed a combo turn like in the middle of that game to be competitive with Barkus. But it forged first, so
right. This deck's got some legs.
Yeah. All right.
It's really
cool.
cool.
We want to track the wins here. So we'll say Beast.
The Pile of Skulls was gone. Player herp. Pile of Skulls was the very first thing Justin destroyed with Neutron Shark. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I like the fact that Pile of Skulls gives you Amber Control during your other turns. But I don't have the deck list for this memorized yet. Also, I drew it off the Punctuated Equilibrium, so there's no... I don't think there was a way for me to know for certain that I was going to draw there everywhere, so... Did I play poker? I played some poker. I think I'm better at determining what's in my opponent's hand in Keyforge than poker, so... Deck was down to about 8 cards. There was like a high chance, but the problem is with Punctuated Equilibrium, I have to discard the hand. So if I had Glimmered back, saved the pack, it's going to get discarded with the Punctuated Equilibrium. So
yeah, we've played against Barkus a lot. We played with and against Barkus a lot.
Yeah. Barkus might be the deck that has the most reps on stream because it has gone the furthest in a lot of tournaments.
Yeah.
So it's a great inside joke, Andrew, that we don't have to explain. So my favorite type of poker is actually 7-card stud, because of the amount of information that you get while playing it. The problem is nobody likes 7-card stud for some reason. So everybody wants to play Texas Hold'em. I love Omaha High-Low, but that one is a mind bender. A lot of people have a lot of trouble playing that for some reason. So,
yeah, I'm not about any of that. Hold'em is all I really want to do.
I love high-low games. My favorite hand in all of poker is probably the wheel, the Ace 3-5 straight. And in high-low, the wheel wins. If it wins the low hand, and if like a straight wins the upper hand, then yeah, you win that one as well. So 9. So I am going first.
Love on Tamed Shadows.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Well, with Barkus, you call Logos like twice a game, and then you just dump your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is a good mulligan from K Vibius here. I'll just lay this hand out and talk about it since we're talking about
I'll bet.
Oh yeah. So Justin won that last one. Man, I gotta say that game felt pretty good to play.
Yeah.
Like
overall, I mean, considering we've been playing a bunch of crap.
Yeah. It was fun to play good decks again.
Yeah.
I agree with the comment. Whoever said it was Beppis, who was like not used to seeing the good decks. Okay, So Keyforge wants to establish a board, and I have 2 creatures in this hand. Now I could hit another one off Sound the Horns, and a Bond might not be an awful first turn play, but you could Groggins turn 1, and then like 1 stood against many of the Groggins with a Bond out, and then probably get 3 creatures with it. But ultimately, like burn the stockpile you don't want in your opener. You don't really want to Sound the Horns in this deck until you have like the Exhume in your hand. So I just don't think this deck does a whole lot here. Binding Irons, I'm personally not a big fan of Binding Irons on turn 1. Yeah, I like Binding Irons. Yeah, I like it a late beginner mid-game card. So I'm gonna toss this hand back, looking for Grunt Buggy, honestly.
Just you don't want to Sound the Horns Grunt Buggy away.
So. Right. Really want to hit Grunt Buggy. That's one thing I would love to see in the data for Keyforge is like the percentage of games it wins when it has Grunt Buggy versus the ones it doesn't. So.
Yeah. Lost to Barcus Rex.
Yes.
But it was very close.
It was a good game.
And it did Forge first.
Yeah. Barcus Rex's ability to just generate obscene piles of amber really hurt it. So when I hit with the Swindle, I thought I had like a chance to win.
Yeah. And I had a really bad library access turn after that.
Yeah. I just wasn't able to capitalize, unfortunately. Okay, I will start by playing Hadroth's Wall, I think. Sanctum, Hadroth's Wall, draw 1.
Okay,
good.
I'm going to say Untamed. I'll play Fogbank. I'll play Flaxia. I'll play Darna. I'll play Punctuate Equilibrium.
Okay. I have the Exhume and Sound the Horns.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So that's
I'm discarding Drummerknot and Swindle, which is like...
I actually don't think you mind discarding because you got Regrowth and you've got... you have 2 Drummernauts.
Yeah.
And you've got Regrowth and Glimmer. So I'll draw 6.
And then I will play Dusk Witch.
Okay, I am going to say Dis. I'm going to play Shadow of Dis and Blanket Creatures. Shadow of Dis is actually, I think, the card that swung the argument in favor of Keyforge when Justin and I were discussing this deck, because we felt like Shadow of Dis is a really powerful card. Just to blank stuff right here. Like, for instance, now this Dusk Witch, I don't have to, like, immediately answer it. So I'm going to play Amber Imp. I am going to banish... I think I banished the Dusk Witch anyway, just to set it back. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Alright, I'm going to say Untamed again. I'll pick up the Archive. Oh, no, actually I won't. I'm going to play Glimmer and get back the Punctuate Equilibrium.
You won't, because Glimmer's text is blank.
Ah, okay.
Because of Shadow Dis.
I will not do any of that then.
Okay.
I will play Brobnar. I'll play First Blood.
Okay.
I'll discard First Blood. I'll play Ganger Chieftain to fight the Exhume.
You won't, because it is blank.
I will fight. Either way, it's the same thing.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. I am going to...
Hardest to keep track of thing of.
I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to play Sigil Brotherhood. I am going to play Maruk the Marked. I am going to play Equalize. I am going to play One Stood Against Many. Decks are always in the same order for this event. I think we're planning on that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Maruk is going to ready and fight Darna.
Okay.
Ready and fight Flaxia. Takes 4. Maruk is still alive because of Hadroth's Wall. Ready and fight the Chieftain off the table. And It is your turn. I will draw.
Okay. I'll say Untamed. Now I'll Glimmer. Get Equilibrium. I will Regrowth for Flaxia. Play Flaxia. Play Life Web. Play Equilibrium.
Oh man, this hand, I had burned the stockpile into the fray with the Groggins, Blood of the Titans I could put on the Groggins and the Gengar Chieftain.
Man.
Well, it's gone now.
Yep. Alright, and then I will discard this save the pack. Thanks, Punctuated Equilibrium. Appreciate it.
It was like a defensive punctuated equilibrium.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the time it works better that way.
Yeah, I think
or like it's best when it's doing that.
Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily wrong at all there. I think that's pretty spot on. Okay, I am going to say this. I'm going to play Streak, Dust Imp, Schuler, the steel one. I will use Amber Imp. I think Amber Imp just fights Flaxia off the table. I could Reap. I could fight
and that,
with Hadros Wall and then play the Schuler. So I will say check with 6. It is your turn. I will draw.
Forge.
And the Streak is active.
I'll say Shadows. I'll Hidden Stash. And Life for a Life, the Streak. That's it.
Alright, I will Forge. I am going to say Sanctum. I will play.
I had 7, so I forged for 6, I believe.
Baltrum. I will play Evade. And it is your turn. I will draw 2. Go ahead.
I'll play Treasure Map.
Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Grunt Buggy. I am going to play Calfine. I'm going to discard Coward's End. I am going, let's see, 6, 7. Trying to determine how many of each house I have left in the deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's like, what haven't I seen? Okay, so Ogopogo's in the deck.
Ultra Gecko. Boozle. Thanks for that 8 months, bud.
We appreciate that, Ultra Gecko.
The all-in merchant returns. Hope everyone is well.
I'm gonna pop the Sigil of Brotherhood. I'll Reap with Evade, so discard 1 off of Evade, put 1 there. I'll Reap with Baltrum. I think that was as good a time as any to use Sigil of Brotherhood. I think just getting 1 off of Evade is nice. Okay, your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Brobnar. I'll play a Screech Bomb, Pile of Skulls, Bingle, Drummerknot, Boozle, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. I am going to say Brobnar. I am gonna play a Foozle and an Ogopogo. I should do it like this. Foozle, Ogopogo. So that Calphine can fight Drummerknot. And before the fight, do 2 damage to Bingle to finish it off. Calphine stays alive because of Hadroth's Wall. And then I tell you to go ahead and draw 2.
Okay. I'll say Brobnar. Play Groggins. Play Flamewake Shaman and shoot the cow. Capture 1. I will Reap with Foozle. And that is turn.
Okay, I am going to say this. I am going to banish. This is actually tough. I think I actually banished the Foozle here. Because it generates a decent amount of amber in the current board state. I'm gonna Binding Irons to give you 3 chains. I will play a Tesmal and an Anguish. Dust Imp is going to Reap, and Schuler also just Reaps, I believe. Is it worth it to fight the Flamewake Shaman off the table? Tough to say. I think I just Reap. Okay, and it is your turn. I will shuffle and draw 4. Yeah, so our state, the number of cases has actually, in the last 7-day period, it's the highest it's been reported the whole time. So people are like opening back up, but just like don't care, I guess. People aren't being careful, so there's a huge...
Nobody wears masks here.
Yeah, huge spike in our state.
Okay.
Draw.
Say Brobnar. Trimmer there.
Okay. Lock down Tesmal, Anguish, and Schuler. The Tesmal and Anguish are particularly good to lock down there.
Yeah. And I think I just Reap twice. That's it. Drop a chain.
What are you waiting on over there?
Oh, we can definitely stream as long as we don't die, because our stream is in our house. So
yeah, that was like part of the reason why we started streaming the extra night was because I mean, what are we gonna do? Go out? Okay, I guess I'm gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna play Sigil of Brotherhood. I'm gonna Harder They Come on Groggins to purge. I'm gonna play Prince Derek. And generate 3 because I control 1 of each house. And then Abade is gonna Reap, lose 1, gain 1, and then Baltrum will also just Reap. I'll say check with 12, and it is your turn.
I'll say Shadows. Play Ronnie. Discard Bad Bunny. And I'll Bone Rot Venom the Tesmal.
It's bones.
Screech Bomb. You don't have any artifact like crap in there. Like,
no, this deck does not deal with artifacts.
I guess I just leave Screech Bomb with.
Okay. Alright, so I forge for 6.
Yep.
You have to forge for what?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So plus 6. So 11 is not check then. I will say Brobnar. I am gonna into the fray Ogopogo. Ogopogo is gonna punch Flamewake Shaman and then do 2 damage to Ronnie. And then ready. I will flex Ogopogo, who's gonna generate 4 amber. Foozle is going to reap for 2 amber. And then I will play Calphine and Groggins. I'll tell you to go ahead. So you check with 10.
Can't stop it. No big board without like some setup. So save the pack for all this deck has.
Yeah, you need Whistling Darts plus save the pack.
Both Whistling Darts are at the bottom of the deck too.
Yeah. Bone Rot is.
But it just got out of hand.
It got way out of hand. Yeah. And I think that's like I think that goes to show our point in this tournament, like how like I felt like your deck was your draw was sort of similar to mine. I felt like the punctuated equilibrium turn you ran out of gas.
Yeah.
I wonder if knowing when to play punctuated equilibrium with that deck is like one of the big things. So
I mean, I don't think it was necessarily wrong.
I did hold that flex for quite some time. Nobody believed in Avibius. Avibius, I think, is one of our most underrated decks.
I would agree with that. I think it does have trouble coming back from a board wipe at the right time.
Yeah. I think if it's timed well.
Give an Eddie a treat.
I don't even know where that dog is.
He's somewhere. He'll come for a treat. He always does.
Where are you? Show yourself, dog. Dog, I summon you. Dog.
You know what time it is, Eddie? Street time. There we go. That's it. It's a treat. And we're gone. We're laying down. What are you doing?
That's the bed too. Sniff of the thing. You gonna chew on that?
Getting there.
Yeah. Big circles. Smaller circles. Lay down.
Okay. Get the bets going?
I believe it did.
Yeah. Did.
There.
Still has not gotten the Gangernaut combo off.
No.
We talked a lot of good stuff about it.
I thought it was going to be a little bit easier to pull off than that deck has shown.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't have any card draw, right? You're
Right.
still kind of at the mercy. It'll take like a couple of turns to set off. One of the sneakier things about Cave Vibius is like the disruption that it has between the Streak, the Binding Irons, the Shadow of Dis.
Yeah.
It's easy to focus on like the grunt buggy and the big dudes and then overlook the stuff where it's like slightly disrupting your draw. I know there are games with KVBS where the opponent would draw like they'd have like a 4-card hand.
Yeah.
10. Just barely. Okay. So
I'm gonna mulligan.
7. Okay. I think this is easy mulligan. I'll show this off for everybody. Not a lot going on in this hand.
Yeah.
Parmesan against Parmesan, you really want to be able to deal with creatures. So like Life for Life is pretty good. And Whistling Darts is good to get rid of Felix the Disintegrator. Because Felix unchecked can destroy a disgusting amount of
It's at a game where it destroyed like 9 or something insane.
Yeah. And Whistling Darts does combo with Save the Pack, but the Sanctum in that deck is not particularly vulnerable to that, because you got some armor to go around. So I think this is a tosser. Down to 6. Okay, I think this is fine. I'll go Untamed Dust Witch. Go. Deck is pretty good at drawing that.
It's not great. Okay. I'll say Dis. Play Tourette. I'll control the weak for shadows.
Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I'll play Hidden Stash. And I'll archive a card. Your turn. I'll draw 2.
I'll say Dis. I'll control the weak for shadows. I'll Reap with Tourette. I'm blowing my control the weak. But I can't deal with the Dusk Witch yet.
Okay. I will say Shadows. I'll pick up my archives and I'll just swindle you.
Yeah, okay.
And it's your turn.
Alright, well, that was awful. Alright, I'll say Mars. I'll play EMP Blast.
Okay.
I'll play Felix and Ulix and discard Psychic Network.
Alright. I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Foozle. Foozle is going to fight Uxlix. And then I'm going to play Ganger Chieftain and ready Foozle. Foozle is going to fight Uxlix. And then Ganger Chieftain is going to fight Charette. Reap. I think it'll Reap. As it is right now, you don't have 2 creatures of the same house to go get the Dusk Witch, so I think I can leave the Shred alive right now. Alright, I'll draw 2, and it is.
I'll say Dis. I will fight Foozle. Play Succubus, play Lash. Your turn. Oh boy. Just incredibly bad.
I am going to... The deck's not really making its case right now, right?
It's not.
I am going to say Untamed.
But it's fine. I think it can do its thing sometimes.
Yeah.
More often than not, honestly.
I'm going to play Rustnar.
Pretty good.
I'm going to play Flaxia. Now, honestly, I wish I had... Because I got double regrowth. I wish I could trade this Flaxia in.
That'd be pretty good. I strategically haven't played a creature you can do that with.
Okay, I will regrowth. It's Foozle, and then there's like nothing to get back with the other one. Rustnauer will fight Succubus to get the lash. I think I have Duskwitch fight Felix, and then Flaxia fights Felix. And then I punctuated Equilibrium. Maybe this makes your hand better? I don't know. Or was it like on the verge?
I had Rated Amber, so that's something.
Yeah.
I was going to kill like a lot of stuff.
Okay, so punctuated Equilibrium to draw 6.
I lost Sample Collection, Soft Landing, Rated Amber, and Zizix. It wasn't going to be amazing, but the Rated Amber would have been good.
Key,
I might get into another answer, so we'll see.
Yeah. These aren't ready. I still get to go.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say Sanctum. Play a Maxna to stun the Ganger Chieftain. I'll stun all Untamed. Blinding Light. Play Take Hostages. And Bulwark.
Okay. So I will forge. I am going to play a Groggins. Screech Bomb. I'll Trimmer. Groggins is going to fight. Can't actually kill Maxna, so it'll fight Bulwark. I am going to play Drummerknot. Put Ganger Chieftain back into my hand. I will play Bingle Bang Bang. Drummerknot will fight Maxna. That's not enough to kill it.
Drummerknot there, right? Or you could Ganger Chieftain there. And then
yeah, you're right. I don't play Bingle yet. Yeah. I Ganger Chieftain Groggins into Maxna. That does kill it. Okay, so Drummerknot 1, Ganger Chieftain 1. Drummerknot 1 or 2 bounces Ganger Chieftain, plays Ganger Chieftain 2.
You have unstun, so that's actually 2, right?
I did not unstun
you didn't
him
unstun,
because that would be a use.
Okay.
So I just bounced him. So
that Chieftain was ready when you played him too.
Correct. Oh yeah. So Drummerknot readies and reaps. Ganger Chieftain will reap. Oh, sorry. No, it doesn't work. Right? Yeah, it won't work.
It won't work. Yeah,
because
you can't use them before
I won't have
happens.
a chance to use them.
Right.
So okay. So bounce them, play them. That deck doesn't. One of the flaws with Parmesan is that it doesn't have like answers for silly high stuff. So ready, reap, play. Ready, reap, play. Ready, reap, play. And then ready, replay. Actually, I'll just leave Ganger Chieftain in my hand. I think it's safer in my hand. And then I'll play Bingle Bang Bang.
He's ready.
Oh yeah, he'll reap. Duskwitch is going ham.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
right,
I'll draw.
Play this, I'll play Ember Imp and Pit Demon, and I'll control the weak for Untamed.
Or not Brobner.
Yeah.
Okay. I will forge. I'm gonna discard, save the pack, and then I will unstun. And it is your turn.
Okay. I will say Sanctum.
Oh yeah, you're right. It'd be the same either way, right? Because eventually, because the drummer, yeah, it's the same either way.
Play Potion. I will Mighty Lance. There.
Okay.
Play Protectrix. That's it.
Oh, I gotta draw one. Hey.
Scary, dude. Scary
Come
stuff.
on, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody revved an engine down the block.
You'll be all out with their cars.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to say Shadows or Brobnar. I think I just say Brobnar. I will First Blood. I will do 2 damage to the Ember Imp and 2 damage to Protectrix.
Yeah, same here, Code Red. It's awful. Oh, they gotta be slamming their doors. Can't they just close them gently?
Screech Bomb, get 2. Bingle, I guess, will Reap. And then I will Gengar Chieftain Bingle into the Protectrix, and 5 damage. Drummerknot is going to Reap and bounce the Gengar Chieftain. Play the Gengar Chieftain to fight the Protectrix off the table. And bounce the Gengar Chieftain. That's 2 for the Drummerknot, 2 for the Gengar Chieftain. 3, 4, 5, and Gengar Chieftain's in the hand. I'll stop there. I'll stop at 11. So check with 11. Your turn. I'll draw one.
I'll say Mars. I will play Battlefleet for 2. Okay. Play Battlefleet
for 1.
For 1. What's the score? And I'll stun Drummerknot. That's it.
Yeah. Was a bad draw from Parmesan.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, we got to win though. On the beast. Oh god, I can't finish. I don't know about this.
Dusk Witch, man. You just like
I couldn't kill it. Yeah.
If you don't have an immediate answer for Dusk Witch, then we'll just run away with the game.
Couldn't kill it. The beast's favorite food is Parmesan. I believe it.
Okay.
Ultra Gecko with the all-in.
Of course. 25, that's like the second most amber I've ever seen Ultra Gecko with.
He said a lot, man.
He had like a couple hundred.
100 something.
He had a couple hundred at one time.
Yeah.
So. It's just up arrow. You just press up arrow and it gives you your last couple of chat commands, right? So thank you, Storm. I see you believe in me enough to bet 1.
The old 1. The Purge is coming soon, y'all.
Tech names right?
In like a month.
No, I am on
right.
Contphage.
I need to like write all of them in
because they're gonna be it'd be static.
I'm not gonna like. I'm not excited about the whole thing. I'm too lazy. Too lazy. Purged by your own greed.
If you haven't bet since the big wipe back in March or whenever it was.
Well, you get stuff like by watching, so you probably, if you haven't bet, you should have more amber. If you have.
There was a big wipe back in like February, March.
Yeah, if you just been watching VODs, you don't get points for VODs. Unfortunately.
We can win every die roll tonight.
Yeah. I'm looking at this.
I think this is a perfect example of the type of hand to mulligan with Keyforge here. You've got some decent Brobnar action over here because you can Bramo, Drummer Not Bramo, which will kill, you know, a sizable amount of stuff here. But you don't really have anything that you want to do turn 1. There's an argument to go turn 1 Dipno.
Yeah.
It's
still like,
but the too much to protect is going to get stranded in your hand.
Yeah.
And Glixel Proliferator is a very important card in this deck, but Containment Field is the worst card in the deck. Containment Field is the one card I wish I could change in this deck.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get rid of it since I effectively have a 6-card hand anyway.
I gotta get our new sound clips ready too. Oh yeah, excited about that. Destroy it instead of using it? Yeah. Zenzik just joined our Discord. Nice.
Okay, yeah. So this is definitely a card that you want to mulligan for in this deck. So I'll go first. I'll play Dust Chronicles. Love Dust Chronicles in this deck. All right, I will archive. This is actually a tough choice, and the reason I'm spending so much time talking about plays in this is that I think, especially if we play these decks multiple times, the micro decisions that like make the bigger difference in a game, it'd be nice to see that progress over time.
Yeah.
Right. Like to see which decisions are correct and which ones are incorrect. I'm probably going to take a Brobnar turn next turn because of the 3 Brobnar cards here, right? Rock Hurling Giant, Bramo, Blood of the Titans. So I've got Too Much to Protect and Mars Needs Amber, both of which are really good to archive. The question is, which one is more important to archive? From the games we've seen, the Beast can actually generate a lot of Amber if left unchecked. So it's possible the Too Much to Protect is more important. Now, I typically like archiving Swindle, I think is like the highest priority to archive. But in the situation where you don't know which one to protect, I like also archiving Mars cards to get them out of the hand to build up for the big Martian Generosity turn. I think I'm going to archive the Too Much to Protect here. I think it is better against that deck than Mars Needs Amber is. So, all right, anyway. Go ahead. I will draw 2. Take your turn.
All right, I'll say Untamed, play a Flexia, and discard Save the Pack.
Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Bramo and deal 2 damage to Flaxia. I'm going to play Rock Hurling Giant, and I am going to put Blood of the Titans on the Rock Hurling Giant to make him difficult to kill.
Yeah, now I'm just going to have to play like I don't know that it's there.
Good, I'll draw.
I will say Brobnar. Play a.
I mean, you know, Too Much to Protect is in the deck.
Yeah.
You would play in such a way.
I'll play First Blood.
Sure.
There are some times where you have to make plays assuming your opponent doesn't have it.
Yeah.
I'll play Flame Wake.
Yep.
And I'll play Big Bull.
All right, I am going to say Shadows. Yeah, I'll say Shadows. I'm going to play Gamgee. I am going to Oubliette the Bingle. And I am going to Nerve Blast and do 2 damage to the Flamewing Shaman. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Untamed. Play Rustnar. Reap with Flaxia. Play Duskwitch.
I wanted to take another turn, but I think I have to take a Brobnar turn because of the Duskwitch. The Duskwitch simply cannot be allowed to live. Unless I let it live. But that's foolish. Okay, I will say Brobnar. Bramo is going to fight the Duskwitch. I am going to play Gengar Chieftain, have Bramo fight the Duskwitch. I am going to play a Foozle. And then the Rock Hurling Giant is just going to reap, I think. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
I'll play Shadows, I'll play Subtle Maul, discard Bad Penny, and Whistling Darts. Oop, that's gonna...
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sensing Save the Pack. So
I discarded it.
Oh, you discarded Save the Pack.
Way early.
Oh.
Yeah. First turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm sensing I should say Brobnar, and I will play War Chest. I'm gonna discard Coward's End to blow up the Rustnar. Foozle is gonna reap for 2. Gengar Chieftain's gonna reap. I think I just put the pedal down. Grandma's gonna reap. Rock Hurling Giant's gonna reap. So check with 9. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Okay, I'll say Brobnar. I'll First Blood. Dealing 2. I'll do 1 there, 1 there. Play Gengar Chieftain, fight Foozle. I guess I could capture 1 for that. And 1 for the Gamgee. Play Drummerknot. Pick that up. Play Chieftain. Fight Bramo. Capture 1. Yep, Chieftain. Now I can't actually stop you, so I will reap with the Shaman. Play Chieftain and not fight.
Okay. Alright, so my turn. I forge. That deck has 2 Drummernauts and 1 Chieftain, right?
Yep.
Okay. I am gonna say Mars. I'm gonna play Mother Gun. I'm gonna play Mars Needs Amber. I'm gonna play Zizek Shockworm. I'm gonna Hypnotic Command 1 onto, I guess, the Drummernut. I am gonna Mars first to ready the Shockworm, and I will have it fight. I think I'll have it fight your Drummernut. There's no reason in letting this sit on the table. It dies. Okay, your turn. I will draw. Go ahead.
I'll say Untamed. I'll play Glimmer. Go back Flaxia. Play Flaxia. Play Darna. Get 1. Play Regrowth. to get a Drummer Knot. That's it. Check with 7.
Okay, so I can't stop the 7. I am going to say Brobnar. Ganger Chieftain is going to fight Darna. Rock Hurling Giant gonna fight Ganger Chieftain. I am gonna play Lollop. I am gonna play Drummer Knot. Bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I will play Ganger Chieftain on Drummer Knot. He's gonna fight Flaxia. Bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I'll play it. He's gonna fight Glimmer. Bounce it. Play it. It's gonna fight Flamewake Shaman. Die. And then I'm gonna war chest for like 1 million. It was 5.
5.
Okay. Okay. I'll say check with 13. Go ahead. I'll draw 2. You do Forge.
Well, I'll say Chieftain Wall would be better. Probably. Maybe.
Chieftain and a Lull for the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right.
But it's whatever.
Yeah.
I'll Hidden Stash this and play Umbra and sell them all.
Okay.
I don't think it matters. Either way. There you go.
Stormcrawler. Okay, so I will forge. I think this is just our Brobnar turn. I'll First Blood Umbra for infinity. And then Reap 3 times. Tell you to go ahead.
Yep, that's it.
Draw 2.
That is maximum it.
Didn't even see the
Generosity?
Yeah. Generosity was 5 from the bottom, so.
This is going to be rough.
Yeah.
To get through for any deck, I think.
Right. I don't even think any of the Gauntlet decks could make it through the Gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So.
Okay. Last game of the Gauntlet. CW Gasolina versus Beast, so we'll actually random this one. See who plays what. Play Gasolina.
Okay.
This is probably the most winnable game, I think.
I could see it. I could see it. I would be worried about the Starians, though.
Yeah. It does have problems to deal with board.
Yeah, the Beast is kind of similar to Phage. I would say the Untamed is not as good as a substitute as the Mars is in that deck, because the Mars is better at controlling the Amber, because I like took 3 Amber from you. And that was like not even best case scenario.
Yeah.
That was just me kind of using it. So we ended up having a lot of Gengar-Knot combos tonight, but I still think Gengar-Knot. I think Gengar-Knot's criminally underrated in Archon. I think there's a lot of like Coda decks that just kind of fold to Gengar-Knot stuff.
It's worse against Worlds Collide, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it is worse against Worlds Collide. But your traditional Coda ignore the board decks just like your Coda control decks like your Restrogruntus shells and control the weak stuff, they're a little bit better off against it because you can always like control the weak at the right time and shut down the combo.
I think we're learning that Beast's biggest weakness is board control.
Yeah, it's lost the games to just runaway boards.
Yep. It
was slightly slower than Barkus, which is a good barometer.
It is.
Like that's, but it desperately needs to be able to do something against the board.
The thing about Barkus is just like its foot is on the gas all the time.
Yeah.
And Beast did great catch up for that for a while, but it like didn't have the fuel.
Yeah, I didn't have the stuff to put it over the edge.
Yeah.
So. 9, 7, also 7. We roll dice for the rest of the night.
5, 6.
Okay.
Autopsies.
I think this is a keeper. I think this is a keeper. I think this has the combination of stuff you're looking
for. Got 5 of the clearance 2-player starters. That's pretty good.
Piles of people. Piles of people collecting piles of decks.
That was first, yeah. All right. Click again.
Okay. I'll say Brobnar, I have nothing to steal. I'll play Screech Bomb, Beagle Bang Bang, and Drummer Nut. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
I'll say Saurian. I'll Axiom and word the Can. Play a Ludo. Play a Pterodactyl.
Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Ronnie. Saddest the world, saddest Ronnie. I am going to Life for a Life and smoke Can before he runs away with this game. I am going to Whistling Darts. And then I am going to Dusk Chronicles. And I don't think it matters what I archive here. I'll archive that. Your turn. That was actually okay. So that was one of those micro decisions. That was actually the right call. So sorry. Go ahead.
All right. I'll say Star Alliance. I'll play it or Kirby. Play Amber Tracker. Play Galactic Census. Just gonna get 1 off that, and then Kirby will play Crazy Killer Machine.
This is crazy. Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to First Blood. I don't have a good answer for that. Kirby. I'm going to play Pile of Skulls. I'm going to play Kroggans. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
I don't know that we have a deck in this that has Amber, or that has good artifact control. I guess Barkus has like, or not Barkus, but Barkus has Neutron Shark and Strange Gizmo and Warren Vector Parmesan has EMP Blast. So that's, I guess that's
something. There's scattered Amber control. Artifact control. So
I'll say I'll play Starlines. Stealth mode. I will Xeno training. Capture 2. Reap with Kirby. Play Graft off Kirby. With. That's it.
Okay, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Subtle Maul. I'm going to discard Bad Penny, and I will Screech Bomb you. Your turn. Roll 2.
Play Starlines. Reap with Kirby. Play Transporter Platform. Reap with Tracker. Kirby will play Top Vapors. 2. 1. Okay. I don't think this transport platform is great in this deck. I don't remember seeing a lot of.
It's not amazing.
There's actually no Star Alliance Amber. Actually, there's no Star Alliance attachments at all, unless you count Explorer, which I do not. It's good to bounce Kirby just to like replay Kirby. Obviously not in this situation, but.
Yet again, this deck finds itself in an awkward position where it can't answer
like a dude.
Basic dudes on the board. Okay, I guess I say Untamed. I'll put my Archives into my hand. I will play They're Everywhere. I'll play 2 Regrowths. It doesn't matter what I get back, because I'm going to punctuate Equilibrium. I had Glimmer, but I didn't have any Untamed stuff to get back with it.
You got Odoak, Daughter, Quant, Hopsis, Eddie, and Explorer.
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah. So I'll draw 6. And I feel like you want to draw into the Regrowths off the punctuated Equilibrium.
Right, yeah.
Okay. That would have been a real good time to hit... Save the Pack. I'll play Darna, I'll play Duskwitch. And your turn. 2. Keyforge.
I'll say Star Alliance.
I felt like I probably pushed you into Star Alliance by making you discard like 5 Logos cards there.
Play Arms Master, play CXO Tabor. Reap with Kirby. Actually, I'll have to fight Duskwitch. Play Tribute off Kirby. I think I do Exalt this guy. Right, platform Kirby. I think I'm gonna platform Kirby. Play Kirby, play Library of Pulsars. Okay.
Okay, I will say Brobnar. I am going to Flame Wake Shaman the Amber Tracker. Groggins is going to kill Ludo. I get to capture Amber, I guess. I'll put one on the Shaman. I'll put one on Darna. I will Drummer Knot to bounce Groggins and then replay Groggins. And then I will play a Foozle. And actually, yeah, I'll play Foozle then Groggins. Okay. If I get Gengar Chieftain, you gotta leave the Drummer Knot open for the Gengar Chieftain combo to work. So, alright. That's your turn. I will draw 3. Go ahead.
I'll say Saurian and pick up the archive. Play Gargantuan. Play Legatus Raptor, no. Fix, then Legatus Raptor. Use library. That's it.
Unstun.
Unstun Pterodactyl. You wanted big Saurian Zarlance boards?
We
got it.
Have we got them? Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. This is actually 2 turns in a row that I could have hit you with Life Web. It's just I don't have a good turn to actually play the Life Web.
Did Nathan return captured Amber to the pool? I think so. I think the only captured Amber has been on Pterodactyl right now.
Yeah,
the one on
Kirby. Kirby got bounced, yeah. So
yeah.
And I captured stuff on Flamwick Shaman and Darna, not on Groggins. So the stuff that I've captured with Pile of Skulls has not been bounced yet. So I will First Blood for 8.
It's a good First Blood.
It's like not quite enough to get everything done that I need to. All these stupid 401 dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love if I could just kill 2 of them. So I think I take out Molina definitely. And then I'll take out Kirby for 3. I got 1 left. We'll dump it on the Gargantodon. Alright. Foozle is going to reap for 2. Oh, and I get to actually capture 2.
I got 1.
You only got 1? Fine. I'll capture 1 on Foozle. Groggins is going to fight Legatus Raptor. Drummer Knot is going to fight Shrix. Bounce Groggins. You play Groggins. Flame Wake Shaman. We'll just keep, I think, 7. Okay, your turn. I will say check with 7 and draw 1.
Alright, I'll say Saurian. I'll unstun the Gargantodon. Scoot him as Dactyl.
Yikes.
Dactyl is going to fight Darna.
Okay, so blow up, and then 4 damage into Foozle.
The Phalanx Strike. Foozle. I'll Exalt to get the Drummer Knot. A Library. Reap. That's it.
Okay, so I will Forge. I am going to say Untamed. I will save the pack. Play Rust Gnawer. I'll Life Web and I'll Fog Bank. I've got a chain. It's your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, so 6. I think we should think about taking the decks that we didn't put in the gauntlet to run the gauntlet.
Okay.
Some of those decks, at least.
I think Light Tasker is a good one.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how Light Tasker does. That'll be a long night, but yeah, I would be interested for sure. Okay, I will say Logos. Play Memory Chip. A little bit late. Play Quant, play Wormhole Tech, play Babbling Bibliophile, play Vapors, draw 1, shuffle. I guess I could have targeted the Killing Machine there, but I would have definitely killed something of mine. Or we have no overlapping houses, do we? No, we don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do think Killing Machine, I guess, is worse in that deck because it's the Star Alliance deck. So against Coda and AOA, it's very unlikely that you're going to hit something.
True.
So
yeah.
That's why the Crazy Killing Machine in Ardreth is so good, because it's Logos, Untamed Dis, Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
So it's better against Coda and AOA decks because it shares more houses potentially.
Draw 1, draw 2, archive 1, and use the Killing Machine. So for Saurian,
Untamed,
Rustnar, and I'll kill my library. Is that stupid? Come on, Raptor. Okay.
Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I will Subtle Maul you.
Zap.
I will Whistling Darts. I am going to Hidden Stash. I am going to Bone Rot Venom. It's actually a couple of good choices. Like all three of those are good choices. And then I will Treasure Map. I think I just got to play it there.
Yep.
Your turn. I will draw, and it is your turn. I'll say check with 7.
I'll say Logos and archive a card. I'll Reap with Quant. Reap with Wormhole Tech. You play Interdimensional.
Oh no!
Excellent. Play Lay of the Land. I guess I could have set that up, but yeah. But it worked out. It's all good. And play Quant. Abscess. Use Killing Machine, so if you get Untamed, it doesn't do anything, or it blows up.
Well, you know it's on top.
I do. Yes, I know it's on top of mine. I don't know if it's on top of yours.
Oh, gotcha.
Make sure I'm discarding the right card. Yes. No, I'm not. Okay, I'll use the Killing Machine.
Okay. Shadows.
So Subtle Maul, and I will blow up the transporter platform.
Okay. The Forge. Oh, I gotta finish drawing. Okay. I've got one move left. Time to say Robnar. Put my archives in my hand. Groggins.
Punching something.
It's gonna fight Hapsis.
You like Roggins a lot.
Yeah, he's so much better than Narp. It's not funny.
It's ridiculous.
I am gonna Flame Wake Shaman Quant.
Capture another one.
Yeah, I guess Groggins. I guess Flame Wake. I will Ganger Chieftain, Flame Wake into Quant. I guess this goes to Flame Wake. I am gonna Drummer Knot the Ganger Chieftain. I will Trimmer. I'm going to Ganger Chieftain, Drummer Knot into the Wormhole tech. And bounce the Ganger Chieftain. And then I guess I'll crash the Flame Wake into Tabor. Sure. Okay, your turn. I will draw.
All right, I'll say Star Alliance. I'll stealth mode, Arms Master, and Explore over.
Okay, I will say Brobnar. I will reap with the Drummer Knot. No, I'll reap with Ganger Chieftain. I'll reap with Groggins. Reap with the Drummer Knot. Bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I'll play the Ganger Chieftain, but not use his ability to fight. Okay, and your turn. So there you go.
Alright, I'll say sorry, pick up the archive. Play Odoak. Play Shrix. I'll exalt. Yeah. Aerodactyl. I could have done this better, but it's fine. I'll tribute. I will scoot him here. I'll Phalanx Strike, shoot, and Exalt, shoot. Library, that, and that's it.
I believe the deck loses.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh boy. Okay.
Tribute.
There you have it. 1 W on the beast.
Yeah. I would have thought that this deck would have gotten at least 2 wins.
Yeah.
But now that we've played the deck, the lack of amber control kind of becomes apparent.
Yeah, it's glaring and the lack of board control.
It's a very fast deck, but it really relies on Pile of Skulls. I think it controlled the most amber. And unfortunately, it doesn't have any taxing to go with the Pile of Skulls.
Yeah.
Pile of Skulls is better when you can force your opponent to pay with the amber that you've captured throughout the course of the game. This deck is not quite into the combo territory where it needs to be. It's like missing a few key pieces. If the shadows were logos, I could see this deck being a little bit better, but I would think you'd even have less amber control.
Yeah, I would have like none.
Yeah.
Right.
So
we just have Pile of Skulls.
This is a really cool deck.
It is cool.
I'm glad we got a chance to run it through the ringer. Run it through the gauntlet. So I think I don't think this is not a deck that would cut it at a Vault Tour.
No, definitely not.
So yeah, I think you could maybe go 3-3 with this at a Vault Tour.
Nathan clicked the wrong button.
I did. Guess
Got him.
What?
He didn't even lose the game.
Guess
you did lose the
what?
game. That's what happened.
Guess what?
That's what happens. Yeah, that was the deck cracked in May Misfits. Yep. So enjoy the misclick, y'all.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys.
Misclicks are as a disclaimer. If you read the subtext for our terms of service,
our terms of service are
Nathan misclicks 1 in every 20 bets.
It's probably more common for me to do that.
It happens.
So it's been a while.
It has been a while.
It has been a while since I've misclicked. I usually pay better attention. So
Well, hope you guys enjoyed the first Gauntlet.
Gauntlet. I'm actually pleased with the 5 decks that we chose.
Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well.
I think
they're very different.
Our instincts were about right.
Yeah.
Now, this deck fell into similar patterns in the games where it would fall behind on the board. So I would say if I were to rank the decks based off the strength of the boards that they could create, I think KVBS is first.
As far as pure beef, I think KVBS.
I think KVBS.
As far as crap it can do, I think Gasolina.
I think Gasolina has got the most abilities it can put on the table.
For sure. It's like every creature it has is like a horrifying reap ability.
I think Phage and Sov are similar.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sov is able to establish a board through control the weaks, whereas Phage can do it through just sheer cards, the strength of cards, plus like if you get a good generosity off, you can just play so much Brobnar stuff out of nowhere.
Barkas obviously is not.
Barkas is obviously the least. So I think if this deck is getting muscled off the table by Phage, it's probably in trouble, and that's what happened.
Honestly, it was getting muscled by Barkas too.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of a big warning sign right there.
Thanks for that Twitch Prime, Gorlami, by the way. Appreciate that. Kelly, we're gonna read your Keyforge deck.
Yeah, bring it on.
Let's see it.
Bring it on. Good time. Check it out. Too. And so its only win was against Sov, and Sov had a really clunky draw, right? So
it did. It was awful.
Yeah, I would say that was probably like a bottom 10% draw that we've seen out of Sov Warn Vector.
All right, let's check it out.
Excellent. What the heck? Tia, Book of the Destructive Arboretum. Arboretum? Arboretum?
Arboretum? Arboretum. Okay, let's
the rest of the stream will be us mispronouncing the deck name. So
72 sass, okay.
2 Cull the Weeks. This is AOA. Doorstep. I think it's Gold Key Imp. Now, Gold Key Imp, that is 1 strike against this deck because Gold Key Imp can create situations where neither player wants to kill it because the game does not end.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Thanks for that Twitch Prime ArcV. Although you have Miasma and Nerve Blast to like Miasma them and then kill your own Gold Key Imp. So that's pretty interesting, right?
Oh, yeah, that is actually interesting. Yeah. Because you could life or life it, right?
Yeah.
You get 2 Miasmas. So yeah, I don't hate Gold Key Imp in this deck, actually, now that we're looking at it. Yeah. Collar is pretty cool. You could always collar like your opponent's Tesmal and get the triple Tesmal going. I don't know. We have never seen really double Tesmal ever take over a game, and we played a lot of AOA. There were
it's a doorstep too. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So I think there's double Smite. Smite is amazing. You don't have enough creatures really in Sanctum to take advantage of it. Your disc creatures are low. You don't have any of like the larger disc guys to kind of help you out. Shadows, nobody who wants to fight shadows either. I guess Brand is an okay Smite target.
I mean, Smite's always going to do that splash damage, so it's like, it's whatever.
Honestly,
used on Snecklister, used on Gold Key.
The Smite splash damage is probably more important than a lot of times the fighting is, exactly. Because it lets you kill.
Plus, you have
Worlds Collide. I could see that, right? Because you don't have what you need to get the Worlds Collide decks off the table.
Yeah, because you have a lot of damage. So like Life for Life will do something. Smites aren't going to do a lot, right? Because a lot of the really problem creatures in Worlds Collide are 3 power.
Like, well, that and the Saurians are just too big for the splash damage to matter against. You really wish you had a what's it called? The Spirit's Way. Yeah. That's what this deck wishes it had, because a lot of your guys would dodge the Spirit's Way, Spirit's Way kills literally every Saurian creature. So
spot removal, no wipes. I mean, I like it's got a lot going for it because it's got TMTP as well.
Yeah, and Throwing Stars you can do some interesting stuff with.
Double Tesmal's always good. I mean, I like the look of the disc too. I like Call of the Week a lot as a card.
Yeah,
Exhume is always good.
This is actually a deck that probably did fairly well versus Coda, but when Worlds Collide came out, probably fell in stock significantly. Because if you play against like the wrong Saurian side and you just lose. I could definitely see that happening. Lots of other cool stuff going on. It seems like it's got like a fairly fast fairly fast ability to win the game. You got a lot of disruption. Like, your opponent has to be careful what they play against you because of the collar subordination and because of the Snack Lifter. So, I think, honestly, collar subordination is probably your best anti-Saurian card in the deck, because if they load up the wrong creature, you just collar it.
Indeed. All right.
Yeah, it's a cool deck.
That has been your Keyforge deck review by Tabletop Royale.
Yep. Appreciate you submitting that, Kelly.
Yeah. Much appreciated, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, again. It was good nights. Gauntlet, I was pretty happy with what we had.
Yeah, it was fun.
I feel like this was some good stuff. We got a lot of good data.
Herp, if you want to cash in another one, you're welcome to do it. Now's a good time.
Yeah, we can while we're wrapping up.
Yep. Like the MLG air horn. Is it still down there? This is like, yeah, it totally is. I always leave that there until I forget about it. So one day I close Google Chrome on this computer, and it'll go away. Yeah, I'm excited to do another one. I don't know what deck we want to do next.
Yeah.
If you guys have any suggestions, we definitely want to get Light Tasker in there.
Yeah, if we do. We are planning on the new player stream some point before Mass Mutations
in the future time.
Sometime in the future. So. Make sure you let us know what you want in that.
Yes.
I've got an idea of what it's going to look like. I'm thinking we play a game. We basically we're gonna pick out 2 decks, and we're gonna play the game as if the people who are watching it have never played or seen a game of Keyforge played before.
I do think it's probably a good idea to get 2 coded decks.
I agree, 100%. I did want to include an AOA and a Worlds Collide deck somewhere in that stream.
Yeah.
When we talk about the slightly more advanced concepts, because I think it's worth showing off Alpha, Omega, Wards, and Rage, stuff like that.
You gonna cash in them points, Player Herp? I can't click the link until the points are cashed in.
You cash them.
Yeah, you just have, so you'll generate points called Mushroom Mans as you watch the stream. If you get 10,000 of them, then you can cash it in, and we will look at your deck and talk about it a little bit. Yeah,
right below the chat box, there is a little Mushroom Man icon. I don't know if you're on mobile or not, but on desktop, you click the Mushroom Man, and
keep in mind, though,
you cash in the points. So
for every deck review cashed in, that is 2 treats Eddie does not get.
One starving dog now. If you would please show.
This dog is extremely...
He's famished.
He can't even move. He can't stand up.
He can't move.
All right, we'll look at Randall's...
He's just... Okay, Farquaad's giving him a treat.
All right, I'm gonna...
So those points are there. Those are... I guess Twitch implemented those, within the last year. They're relative...
Like 6 months,
yeah. They're like relatively new.
And we'll talk about Randall.
Yeah, fire up the Sarah McLachlan. We need that. We need that sound clip.
That was pretty good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have told anybody. We shouldn't be talking about this on stream. It would be maximum hilarious if we had just fired up that sound clip. So.
Peppa hands for Eddie. Okay, let's look at his decks.
All right, check out Player Herp's deck. Randall the Sluggish.
Volcano.
Is this
World Squad? Say success.
Okay, so this is not the deck I played against some number of months ago then, Herp. Because it doesn't have the pile of skulls.
We do have a Legacy Fire Spitter, which I think is really good.
Oh yeah, it's actually really good in World Collide.
Yeah, in the set. It does have a Ganger Chieftain to fight with him, so that's good.
Yep.
You got Mega Mog Hunter. It's one of the better Megas.
Groke, I think, is a very key card in Brobnar in Worlds Collide because you need it to get Amber out.
Skull is cool, and I don't think we got.
We didn't have too many skulls
for whatever reason. We didn't have a lot of them.
We did not have a lot of them, so we didn't get like a ton of experience with it. But I do think it is a cool card.
I think Tremor is also one of the best Brobnar cards in Worlds Collide against Worlds Collide.
Now, so I like Interdimensional Graft with double Tribute.
That's super good, right? You just load up a guy.
Yeah, and you got an Eddie.
Yeah.
That's good. A Hologram of Phone's awesome with Eddie. Double Tau Vapors feeds the Eddie. 2 Thorium Plasmates serve as pretty good spot removal. Group Think Tank is honestly a card that does a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, also got double. So, it's got the Imperial Forge to go with the double tributes too.
Oh so yeah, that's
you could just combo out there.
Yeah, right.
Chant of Hubris is just solid. Failing Strike exalts more. Imperium wards your guys. Golden Spiral
we mentioned
exalting
Eddie, does Eddie
more.
pay attention? Eddie, do you pay attention to us?
He does sometimes. He'll glance over.
You looking over here? I think he's looking at you.
Hey, what's up?
No. Okay.
Yeah, there's like so much to go with that Imperial Forge. It probably hits somewhat consistently.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati Rex.
Is it Golden Spiral to go with it?
It does. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
There's that Saurian side's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
It's also got Ludo to dump Cincinnati after he dies.
That's real important.
Yeah.
It's very easy, real easy to put a lot of amber on Cincinnati's Rex with the Golden Spiral.
Yeah. So I'd say the Brobnar is like okay. It's Brobnar and Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
It's maybe slightly above average because of the Fire Spitter and Gengar Chieftain. Like that's cool. It's not amazing.
It doesn't have a lot of amber.
It has to get carried by the rest of the deck.
Yeah. But I think the Logos is fast enough at like filtering through your deck.
Because it's Sanitation Engineer and it's got the Thorium and the Tautau Vapors.
Yeah, honestly, Sanitation Engineer, using it to discard Brobnar cards is probably best case scenario.
And then you can archive a lot of Brobnar stuff.
So yeah.
And then Saurian can do all the big heavy lifting for the deck. So I dig it.
Pretty cool. Yeah. I do think Logos probably pairs best with Saurian.
It does, for sure. I agree with that.
And Star Alliance and Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. That has been your Tabletop Royale deck looking at. So, hope you enjoyed. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Sure. You get the points. We're here. So, throw them at us.
If you can bear this dog. Hold on. This dog right here. Not getting another treat.
Ulrich. Stale Dunes Warden.
Stale Dunes Warden. Okay. 4 Drummer Knots.
Oh, God.
We don't have a Gengar Chieftain to go with it.
Oh, man.
What do we have to go with that?
They just bounce each other. You probably rule.
Yeah, don't have anything.
You actually rule a 6 them all the time.
That's hilarious, yeah.
You're going to end up in situations where you like have to discard Drummer Knots.
Yeah,
which is funny.
You don't have anything to go with it. It's got Gauntlet Command.
Yeah.
It's got the Flex. Flex can flex Lollop and Groggins.
You've got so
it does have the double Grey Rider, so that's something.
Oh wow. So you can rule 6 with that.
Yep.
But you gotta have a clear board. Maybe the Brobnar can do it. Spirit's Way could do it sometimes.
Yeah.
So Spirit's Way is good. Lion Baltrum kind of helps with Grey Riders, I guess. One stood against mini. You got a lot of good one stood against mini targets in this deck with Lollips, Maruk the Mark.
Got Little Nifs too.
Oh, SoundCloud rapper Little Nif.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of creatures that Little Nif can feed. Too much to protect. Miasmas. I feel like if this deck had a Hadros Wall, you'd be in amazing shape.
Yeah.
Because like the Baltrum's got to do a lot of work. Shadow's Ambassador, that's kind of cool. That'll let you play a Little Nif on like a Sanctum turn.
That's probably one of its best uses in the deck, I think.
Yeah, double Ronnie to go with Too Much to Protect. Your opponent and double Miasma. So your Shadows is pretty good at delaying the opponent from winning the game. This is a deck where I think you want to like Miasma their first key to try to make them overcommit into the Too Much to Protect or the double Ronnie or the Doorstep.
I think that's pretty close to as good as you can get for Shadows in AoA.
Yeah.
It doesn't have Brand or like a Brand thing, but it's doing a lot of good stuff.
I'm not crazy about double Little Nif. I like a one of Little Nif. Kind of hate double Omega cards. Just because you can't play them in the same turn.
It can get butted up for sure.
Solid.
It's pretty neat. It's got some cool stuff going for it. The Drummer Knots are sort of awkward.
Yeah, I honestly I think the Drummer Knots are the most awkward part of this deck.
Yeah.
If you had like one Bramo and triple Drummer Knot,
if you had like 1 or 2 play effect Brobnar cards to go with it, it would be really good. But instead, there are none, which is a bummer.
That's why you really want like a Bramo
with 4 drummer knots, like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
that would be super fun.
Yeah,
but it's not there. But it's not that fun. But it does seem cool. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff going for it, especially in that Sanctum. The Sanctum is the coolest part of the deck, I think.
It's got. If you opened this in sealed, like a sealed chainbound, I could see you going like 3-0 with this.
Yeah.
And like a AOA chainbound. Just because you just completely pants a lot of people with this deck. So yeah,
that has been your Tabletop Royale deck redeem thing. So again, thanks everybody for watching the Gauntlet.
Yep.
I think it was a very successful first Gauntlet experience.
Yeah. Give us feedback in the Discord.
Yeah, and there's a whole channel for it, so you guys can talk about the stat tracking and all that good stuff.
Yeah. We'll be back. So we're taking tomorrow night off. So tomorrow night we're taking off. We'll be back Wednesday with Lord of the Rings. And on Friday we're going to do... Originally, we were thinking Monday, Wednesday, skip Friday, but I think we're going to do Wednesday, Friday, skip Monday. The heavy band for
this week, right? Just for this week?
Yeah, just for this week.
Okay,
yeah, just for this week, we're going to do Wednesday, Friday, and Friday is going to be the Star Wars CCG.
And that's gonna finish out our card game necromancy series for this run.
It'll
be on hiatus, of course.
Yeah. We do plan on coming back to it. I do want to do the Wars card game.
Yeah.
I think when we come back, we may do the Wars card game. I don't know what the ETA on that is.
It'll be after we get through, at least after we get through the tournament for Mass Mutations.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
Mass Mutations will be our focus when it comes out. We'll probably put everything on hiatus except that when we're working through Mass Mutations stuff. Yeah. We might do once every 2 weeks do a co-op stream of some kind, because there's gonna be Marvel Champions stuff coming out, and I do still want to play Lord of the Rings. So.
Yeah, and I would love to run some Mass Mutation decks through the Gauntlet.
That would be cool too.
We get through like the first round. That'd be a good time to run some Mass Mutations.
Grab like one or two of the ones that we thought, oh hey, this was.
We were like, man, this deck was good. Yeah. And play those against the Gauntlet. Looking forward to that because there's so much unknown about Mass Mutations right now. You can kind of like theorize, you can make some guesses, some like logical guesses, but until you play the games, there's no way to know.
Yep. So we'll probably have after next week, we'll have 2 Gauntlet streams plus a Lord of the Rings stream, and then leading up to Mass Mutations.
Yep.
So yeah,
look forward to that.
Thanks for watching. Again, we'll be back Wednesday with Lord of the Rings, Friday Star Wars card game, and then 1 week from today, another Gauntlet. Feedback to the Gauntlet in the Discord. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate
the Discord. I'll link it to real quick.
Yeah, we got sellout corner.
We can do sellout corner real quick. Discord. We got YouTube. We got Patreon. We got Facebook. We got Twitter.
Farmers only.
OnlyFans. Farmers only. Wait, we're not allowed to advertise our OnlyFans on Twitch. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Forget we said that.
We've got
what did we actually forget? The stores.
Yeah,
DVH store. Now you can start maybe like a little bit of store play. You guys could get into. Get some play mats. I know you got social distance. They might have masks on there. We don't have any masks like for our symbols. I don't know. And also we got inked stuff.
Yeah,
inked gaming. Okay,
so there you go. If you want some play mats that have our logos and stuff on them, I highly recommend the Snufflegator.
It does look real good.
So
real good.
Yeah.
All right, shirts and coffee mugs and play mats.
Yep.
Okay, thanks for watching.
We're done selling out.
Everyone have a great night.
Appreciate everybody stopping by.
And goodbye.
asleep?
Why doesn't he answer when I call?
Maybe he's asleep. Maybe he's dead.